Hello and welcome to the new video. In this video, we have CS Swati ma'am and myself Alok. We will be helping you with the biggest problem students are facing and the biggest mistakes students are doing. By end of this video, you'll get a very good picture of at least what are the things you should not do. And whatever we are telling is based on our own experience with all the students of Ekcel Academy and also many YouTube subscribers who call us on our WhatsApp number. Before we go further, first I want the experience of Swati ma'am to tell, because she has spoken to a lot of students personally, especially during exam and all, they get tensed and they contact her. What do you think, Swati ma'am, are the mistakes students are doing based on your conversation with students?
Yes, sir. So basically, whenever the exams are down the corner, students get into the panic mode. So they don't know what to do, how to deal with the stress mainly. That's, I think, the main problem arises because they don't plan their studies. Just before 1 month of the exam, they feel like I have to complete the syllabus. It should be the other way around. They should prepare 6 months before. During the 1 month period, they should do their revisions. They start preparing only before exam, so they obviously will get into the panic mode because of the vast syllabus. I think that is the major problem that the students are doing, and the basic thing is people stress out. That is the main thing. They are not able to manage their stress. They go into exam anxiety, they start crying, they get into the mode that we will not attempt this exam itself.
Yes, that is one big mistake.
Yeah, so it is very hard to convince the students to at least go and attempt and get the experience of the exam and then prepare next if they don't clear. So that, I think, is the major challenge here, sir.
Also, can you share with us any one or two specific examples of which you felt was why are they doing these mistakes, like that any student you can remember, of course without telling their name, but generally?
Yes, sir. So one specific example or student without telling the name, I would feel that uh, there is no confidence. They are not even sure whether they want to pursue this career ahead. They are so confused with respect to what should be done. One exam, one attempt is not cleared. They think, okay, I will do this, I will leave CS course. They will not be able to succeed in that. Then they come back, ma'am, I want to pursue this course, how do we take it about? We give guidance. They don't follow the guidance, they have a failure. Again they say that no, I want to quit this, I want to pursue something else. So the same student has come back to me 4 times saying that I'm quitting, I'm rejoining, I'm quitting, I'm rejoining. So that stability, that strong willpower is missing in a lot of students. If you want to crack a course like CS, you should have that mental ability, stability and confidence that you will clear it someday.
In fact, even I've had a lot of experiences with students with this problem. And in general, see, what happens is if you do something, we have to do it 100%. And if you leave CS, I don't say it is wrong to leave CS, but you should do something which you feel is better than CS. So very often what happens is students want to leave CS only for that frustration, or they did not clear one attempt. So it is more like quitting without a proper plan what to do later. So many students come to me, when should I leave CS? See, there could be, I'm nobody saying that you should never leave CS, do it till the end of your life if you don't pass. But when you want to leave, you should be sure of what is that other thing which is better than CS. And when students call me and I talk to them one to one, and this is the problem which they have, I just ask one thing: okay, you leave CS. First of all, they won't expect me to tell that. They'll think that no, you don't leave. And I say, no, no, you leave CS, but tell me what will you do after that. Then I just go quiet. I don't say anything. So there is a awkward pause. There's one silence from that side. Then they will say, correct, I don't know. Then I said, if you don't know, it's okay, you think. But don't simply tell I leave and then go somewhere. Otherwise, like you said, like that student's example, go leave, do something else. There also, you don't go and get success and come back. So in simple, we can tell, generally, if you take chartered accountant, company secretary, even like architecture, these are all professional courses. It takes time. It takes time. So if you go join a architecture college or a MBBS college, you have to spend 5 years, 7 years. So CS also, you should commit 3 to 4 years. Without that, you are not going to get any results. And actually, some more things, we noted few things, some of the biggest problems. Yeah, one thing is JIGL. Lot of students who are not from LLB background, they say that JIGL is very, very hard for us. What should we do? Then how to write answers in CS exam, not able to plan my time and not able to give a structure to my studies. And I need notes, I need notes. This is the general, many more problems are there, but generally they say this. See, there is no one answer for all these problems, but in simple, if I have to tell, you need to take help. That help could be from a coaching center, it could be from a friend, it could be from a teacher. But when you take help, you're definitely going to get the result. Now, one thing, ma'am, if you can tell us, what is the answer you can give for students who tell about this JIGL? Because you're also from law background, so you may find it easier. But someone who comes from BCom background, what do you think we can tell them?
I think it is JIGL is a very complex subject initially, but if you have conceptual clarity, it is the easiest subject. So you should focus on getting the clarity of the subject, getting the basics right. If the basics are right, the concepts automatically become easier. So don't panic by seeing the material first. Get the basics right. If you have the basic rights and then study it, it'll become easier. So that is what I would like to say.
In fact, as you're saying that, I just remembered recently we did a success story interview. Like, these are some of the success story, but one interview recently I did, and that girl told me something very interesting. First attempt of JIGL, she got 19 or 20 or some very less marks, less than 25 marks. And second attempt, she got 60 plus exemption. Correct? So these are the kind of stories possible. She said, I thought JGL is the reason I'm going to leave CS, and the same student got exemption marks. So just like Swati ma'am told now, it is not something which is impossible. Like she said, the foundational concepts are what you don't have and what LLB students have. And that foundational concepts is what you should get. And it's not as hard as you think. Then moving ahead, yeah. So have you got students who tell their personal problems to you? And though we are teachers, sometimes we should become psychological counselors. We start to feel. Any experience related to that?
Yes, absolutely. A lot of students call with a lot of problems. It could be personal, it could be financial, it could be relationship where they are not getting support from husbands, parents, or the atmosphere at home is not suitable for studying. So these are all the problems that students actually share with us, and we are there available for guiding them whenever they are in need of that conversation.
So yes, we are available, but at the same time, you should understand some basics that you should have clarity. If you're really sure, actually, they'll all support you. If you are really sure, and if you show that hard work, again, in one of the success story, I was talking to a student, and she said that her father was not at all willing for her to do CS, and in fact, her father told that she had got some basic bank job. So he thought bank job is very good. It's not government bank, okay? It's some private bank, some small job. But father said that you got bank job, you be in the bank, slowly you will get promotion. That this, don't do this, yes, don't break your head for this. But she was so serious that she was studying before the job. She was scared to leave the job to respect her father. So she studied early morning, then she studied late night, and the way she worked hard, her father himself seen, yeah, he saw that, okay, this girl wants this so badly, I should support her. And he came and told her that, see, if you're very sure about this, yes, it is your decision, I'm not forcing you. If whether you want to stay the job, you want to leave, it is your choice. So then she left the job, she studied, she passed one module. Once she passed that module, even family, father, everyone said, no, no, you do this CS course itself. So if you are very sure and if you are very strong and if you show that hard work, whether it is relationship, whether it is parents, whether it is somebody else, everything will support you. Yes, all of us have financial problem. It is not that only students have. If you go ask Mukesh Ambani, I'm sure he has some financial problem. Not that he doesn't have money, but some other issue with finance. Everybody has that, but that should not stop you from your journey to study this CS course. Then some more things which we have seen is okay, ma'am. Generally, when students call you, what are some of the things that they ask? Like, what do they say? Okay, if we join Excel, like, what do we get, or what are their expectations?
Firstly, I think they are looking for a schedule, a timetable, because they don't know how to span out the subject in the 3 months or 4 months of duration. Because the subject is so vast and they have n number of subjects to study together, they expect that we give them a timetable, basic, so that they can plan their preparation according to the timetable and complete the syllabus well before the exam. That is one expectation that they have. Second is mentorship, because the course is such that you're studying from home, you don't have friends, you need some external motivation, and that they get from the mentor. So that mentorship and that personal guidance is what they are looking for majorly. In addition to that, basic things like notes, simplified material is that they expect.
Great. So for these expectations, we are actually meeting all these expectations. And what we always tell is, please don't believe what I tell or Swati ma'am tells or some other teacher tells or even what our counselors tell when they call you. The best way for you to get an idea is, as you can see here, we have so many success stories. These are all our students who were YouTube subscribers just like you. They saw some video, then they joined, they took a chance with us, and they studied hard. We supported them and they got the results. To share their result, for you to get inspired, we have done a lot of interviews. Watch these success stories. They'll tell you how they studied, what are the methods they used, how did Excel Academy help them, how did that personal mentorship make a difference. For example, we have this weekly test. So I'll just ask Swati ma'am to tell a few words about it, how that has impacted. Because in our weekly test, for students who don't know, we also do corrections. Many people don't do the correction. So can you give few examples of how somebody on the week one, where they were scared to even take the test, and when they went for the final exam, how did the transition happen with these weekly tests?
Yes, sir. So basically, students who come or enroll for executive are either 12th pass after CSEET, or they are just into degree.
Right.
And they are writing only college level exams. So the preparation they need to even write the answers for ICSI level is very different. So week one, when we review the answers, it's so simple. There is no introduction, there is no conclusion. The answers are very generic. Even the language that they are using is spoken English, not even formal English. So when we correct the papers, we give the feedback, we have seen drastic change where we can't recognize that this student only had written this answer in week 1. So that level of difference is there in the students. When week 1 to week 20 or week 30 we compare, there is a lot of difference.
Correct. So here it's very simple for everyone to understand. Anything you want to do, whether it is riding a bicycle, whether it is cooking, whether it is learning a new language or learning our company secretary subject, practice and repeating that is what gives you the confidence. And our exam is a written exam, we all know that, but the only thing we don't do while studying is writing, but exam is written. So it's quite strange, but this is a common problem everybody is going through, because see, classes are there, everybody watches classes, or physical class means they will go personally visit the class, they will take face-to-face classes, they read the books. So they're doing everything, they're using their eyes, they're using their ears, but they're not using their hand, which is the most important to writing practice, writing answers. So talking about writing practice, what our students should know is, at Excel, in our batch, we also make students do something called one day one answer, where they write answers for one old question paper, one question, and they write the answer. We have a WhatsApp group and we give feedback on the WhatsApp group itself on how they can improve. Here two things happen. One, you get feedback for your own answer. Second, you can see all the other people are writing answers. There again, ma'am, can you tell some answers you have seen and how they have improved, or generally how it has been used?
Yes, so there are two category of students. One is people who take the feedback constructively. They take the suggestions, feedback constructively, try to improve, and immediately next day we see there is a difference.
Yes.
They have taken our feedback so positively, they have worked behind and then attempted a second question. There are other category of students who don't take feedbacks very well. We as faculties are giving feedback for you all to improve. So those category of students is difficult for them to clear the exam, because that level of attitude is not sufficient if you want to willing to qualify as a CS.
In fact, there I want to just add one thing. I have told this once earlier, but I will repeat. So you should have something called as a rejection goal. That means if you feel that, okay, teacher tells me I'm wrong for 100 times, the 101st time you will be perfect. But getting depressed or getting sad, not taking positive feedback is going to harm your own result. So you keep a target that, okay, my teacher should tell I am wrong for 10 times. So that is also like a target which should say, okay, ma'am has told me I'm wrong only 8 times. 2 more times she has to tell I'm wrong. So that is a positive way of looking at it, where you feel, okay, ma'am has told me I'm wrong for 10 times. Then automatically 11th time you would have improved. Definitely, if you do the same thing multiple times, like I said, whether it is cooking, playing some sports, or dancing, or anything for that matter, you'll improve over time. You think, for example, if I give my own thing, I never knew how to cook. Not that I'm a great cook, no, but I can cook few things. So first day I cooked, it was scary to even switch on the gas stove, even to make a simple dish. It was so scary. But now I'm comfortable because though I had never cooked earlier, but doing it multiple times with practice, doing the same dish multiple times, I know myself that the taste has improved. So that's a small example for my friends who are watching this. Same thing applies to our studies, writing practice, and everything else relating to that. So one general thing why we wanted to do this video is try to understand uh, what are the mistakes, what are the problems, and what you should do. So I think we have given you some anecdotes, some examples, and everything else that is happening. Now, before I tell some things, I wanted to ask Swati ma'am about specifically her subject CMSL. Where are the places where students find it very hard, and what they should do for those aspects in that particular subject?
Yes, sir. So CMSL is a very easy subject. The complexity comes in a lot of eligibility criteria, because whether you want to make a IPO, FPO bonus issue, for everything the eligibility criteria is different, the net worth requirement is different, the turnover requirement is different. So the way they approach the subject is where it decides whether they're going to like the subject or they're going to dislike the subject. So major mistake students make is they think that subject is too complicated. With that intention, they approach the subject and they never like the subject because they think that it is too complex. Who will remember so many things? But actually, if it is made simpler, it is very easy and also interesting. And if it is studied in the way it should be, like proper chart should be there, classification should be there, simplified material should be there, it becomes very easy for them to remember the concepts as well. So I think that is the major mistake. The students already have a preconceived notion about the subject that it is going to be complex, it is going to be difficult. With that intention, they should not study, is what I feel.
Yeah, so that applies to almost every subject and the whole CS course as a whole. Actually, this course is wide and vast. It is not difficult. We are not saying, oh, it's very easy. It is wide. Yes, there are a lot of things to study. It's very, very vast, but it's not difficult. This is what you should understand, and you need to put time. You need to put a lot of time for these studies. And to help you, we are starting a new batch this January. So, this is a great chance for you, just like all our friends here who have got success and who have passed the CS executive, professional, and all of that, you too can do that. So in simple, for this new batch, the details are in the description. You can click, you can also WhatsApp us. But if I have to quickly tell you, we have two options. One is what we call as the personal mentorship batch. There you have a personal mentor, you get weekly test with correction, you have a mock exam with correction, you get the recorded classes, we do live sessions for the doubt clearing and stuff like that. And most importantly, you'll have a WhatsApp group, whether it is one day one answer WhatsApp group or the subject wise WhatsApp group, where you can interact with other students, the teacher will be there. So when you have all this kind of support, it is easier for you to pass in a quick manner. This is one thing you can remember. And second is, if some student tell that no, I'm very disciplined, I can do everything myself, we also have a batch where we are giving you recorded classes, weekly test without correction, because correction is where the time takes, and we will not be able to do that only if you take the recorded classes. Mock exam also you get, but without correction. And notes, yes, you get, whether you're in any batch, you get the notes. There is no differentiation over there. That personal handholding has made a difference. So if you want that, please join the mentorship batch. And to make it even easier for you, we have a free trial. So call our WhatsApp number, just tell that you're interested to take the trial. And even after the trial, let's say you join, After you join, you're not happy for some reason, we are offering 100% refund if you are not happy with the classes. So with that, please go to the description and let us know if you want to try these classes, and we'll ensure that you do very well in the June exam. Now for any other problems or any other doubts you have, you can always WhatsApp us. Hope this video was useful. This was a conversation between two teachers who have talked to different students, who have taught them and understood what their problems are. So thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you Swati ma'am for joining us today for this video, and all the best to you, and please do join our batch if you want quick results.